Turn your phone off, dude.
It's off. It's off.
All right, we're on. We're counting down. We're giving it a minute. And Amy's not paying attention.
Yes, I am.
What the heck?
I'm here. I'm paying attention.
Hey, so.
Hi.
Did you, sister,
Uh-huh.
do you get our magazine? All our amazing clients get American Lifestyle?
I used to. I don't get it anymore.
What happened?
I don't know. You guys took me off the list. Maybe we're trying to save money.
No. She makes me sound like I'm a cheapskate.
I mean,
so here's a couple of things. One, you're probably not on the list, right? Because you moved from one address to another. So we didn't get your address shifted. And we just recently found out, for all our podcast listeners who want to be on the list to get our awesome magazine, American Lifestyle, there's some super cool information in there. Hey, just send us a little message and let us know you want to. You can email us at help@lorialvarez.net. And there are a few of our clients who got duplicates.
Yeah. And I think the wrong names too.
Yeah.
On a couple.
Yeah. So the system had a little glitch in it.
Yeah.
Thank you for those amazing clients that let me know, because I was paying for an extra 230 glitchy magazines.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. So we appreciate the clients that let us know about that. And we fixed the glitch.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, right?
And you still didn't add me to the list, huh?
No, we're doing that next. That is actually Nolan's next job, is he's going to be going through the list. Nolan is one of my sons and additional assistants. And he and I are going to go shoot down that list and make sure all is well.
Awesome.
So if you want our awesome magazine, American Lifestyle, again, all you have to do is shoot us an email at help@lorialvarez.net. Now, I'm going to say, why would you want this cool magazine? Because it's got awesome stuff in it. So this issue, this is the most recent issue, has a little thing on making Music City memories at the Grand Ole Opry. Do you know where the Grand Ole Opry is, sister?
I don't.
You don't?
Mm-mm.
Well,
No
let
idea.
me tell you, because I've been there.
Of course you have. Is there anywhere you haven't been? You go everywhere.
Not true.
I don't. I'd like to stay home.
Yeah. You got little kids. You can't go anywhere currently because you choose not to, not because you can't.
Right.
Use the correct language so you can get the results you want. So I went to the Grand Ole Opry. It's in Nashville, Tennessee. I was just in Nashville, Tennessee. It was so cool. Super, super cool. And yes, we visited the Grand Ole Opry. Did we go inside? Full disclaimer, we did not. Did we walk on the parking lot and go take pictures in front of it? You better believe we did. It was super amazing. Curb appeal, amazing. This big house looks amazing. The neighborhood next door to it didn't do anything for me, right? I'm a realtor.
Really?
Yeah. It's adjacent to a mall.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, gross. Makes sense because they can share the parking because the Grand Ole Opry gets full because they still have live concerts and performances there. Yeah. And they do this like whole Christmas thing that I was reading in the American Lifestyle magazine. And they light it up and they make it beautiful. And they do these super cool little carriage rides.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, a lot of beautiful stuff, Christmas carols, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
The cool thing is just off to, when you're looking at the Grand Ole Opry, kind of off to the right, down the way is this really cool river boat for a river cruise.
Oh, how fun.
I did that too.
Of course you did.
Yeah, it was fun. It was cool. I enjoyed it. And the river's right there too. So like for, Curb Appeal, Grand Ole Opry, stellar neighborhood. Yeah, I give it like a 7. I wouldn't want to live across the street from a mall. And it made great sense for the builders, right? But I thought like it kind of took away from the romantic experience of the Grand Ole Opry.
Wow.
Because I felt like I was going to the mall.
Yeah.
Which I got some cool boots and a cool pair of sunglasses there.
So it was still a win.
Yeah, it was a win-win, right? We're always looking for that win-win.
Good date night and shopping.
Let's get into what we're really talking about here today.
Okay.
So we're talking about, hey, by the way, I think I just might want to sell my house.
What's next?
Oh, that's a great question.
What do I do? Who do I call?
Yeah. I mean, reasonably, what would be all the crazy things you would think? Should we have enough time, we're going to tackle, I think I just might want to buy a house.
That's next week or maybe today too.
Potentially.
We'll see if we have time, right?
Yes. Yeah. We try to keep these short and sweet for you guys so you don't get overwhelmed. We know you're busy people. So let's jump right into it. So I think I want to sell my house. So what is next? That is the big question, right? So I think the first reasonable question is, why would I sell my house? What do you think? Why would you sell your house?
To buy a bigger house.
Oh, so you've outgrown your house. Your boys are getting too big for their bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
They've got toys all over the house. Toys all over the backyard.
All over.
They need their own playroom because I don't want it in my living room.
Mm-hmm.
Reasonable. What else? What would be another reason why you might sell your house?
Or it's too big now. Your kids are all grown and it's empty nester.
Yeah. Should I downsize?
Yeah.
And I got this really huge sectional that I don't want to get rid of. So it's not going to fit in a 1,200 square foot house when my house is currently 4,000.
Yikes.
That is literally what we deal with.
Yeah.
When people are downsizing, right? Or my beautiful king size custom headboard bed just doesn't fit in this queen size room.
Yeah.
Right? Those are the challenges. What would be another reason why you might sell your house?
You just want a different location, work.
Relocation.
Yeah.
Relocation. What the heck? I am getting out of California. Did you know that's our number one downloaded podcast? Yeah.
Cool.
Pushing past the fear of moving out of state. That is in the downloads of our amazing episodes. Check it out. Go look for it if you're thinking about moving out of state. Right? But relocation, that's a big one. Like, I just need to relocate due to I'm moving out of state. My kids all moved out of state and they're having grandbabies and I want to be with them. Right? We have a listing coming up that's literally why they're moving out of state.
Yeah.
And they'll be able to liquidate their property here and pay cash for a house out of state.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So then that leads us to the next question. Can I even sell my house?
Well, why couldn't somebody sell their house?
Well, maybe you owe $1 million and it's only worth 800.
Yeah, that's true.
That's challenging.
Yikes. Yeah.
You could still sell your house, but it'd be a short sell.
Right.
Right. That's a whole nother topic and a whole nother podcast.
Yeah.
That is probably 5 years down the road. Because that's
true.
When short sales will probably be effective again. Right. However, every once in a while we get one nowadays, not too often.
Gosh, I haven't seen one in like 6 years.
Yeah. That's the market that we started in.
Yeah.
Short sell market.
Right.
Right. So that would be the question then. How much do you owe on your mortgage? Well, let's just say you got plenty of equity. Lori, what's equity? Well, equity happens to be, maybe your house is worth $1 million and you only owe 200. And so easy math makes it, I have 800K in equity.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah. Doesn't get you too far in California though, to be completely honest.
Yeah. It's like a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,400 square feet. Well, at least our neighborhood.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah. Depends on where you're at, right?
Yeah.
So equity is important because that might just be the next big question. Do you have a down payment for the next house? right?
Yeah.
Then the other question, maybe I'm not even going to buy another house. I'm just going to sell and go live with the kids.
And we hear a lot of, or I'm just going to rent.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point. I forgot about that one.
Too.
Yeah, it drives you crazy, right?
Yeah, it really does.
Because you want to go help them buy a house. Yes, she has the buyer's agent of the team. She wants to go out and help them buy a house. And the reality is a lot of people are right now, they're liquidating their real estate because they believe it's top of market and they are sitting on the money in the bank waiting for the market to crash, come down, bring pricing down. Here's the deal. I don't see that happening anytime soon because we are in a serious housing crisis here in the state of California where we are at.
Yeah.
Right. Put that in perspective. In 2011, San Dimas had a total of 112 houses for sale. Today, when I looked at the MLS, you know how many houses they had for sale in San Dimas?
I think we're at like 19.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
19.
I looked yesterday.
19 houses. I think actually today is 23. But 19 houses, right? 19, 23, whatever it be, that's a big change from 112.
That's like, it's nothing. It's nothing. I could show all those houses in one day if I had to.
Oh my goch, that would be a terrible day.
I mean, that's a long day, but you could.
Yes,
we can knock out 10 in the morning and then take a lunch break and 10 the rest of the day.
That's like a house a minute. I'm just saying.
But it's doable. That's crazy.
You're right.
To think about it like that.
You're right. And San Dimas is also a small enough community that you could get across town quick enough to do that. And we don't have traffic here like everyone else in the world.
Yeah.
Right.
Our little small streets, not really.
However, downtown San Dimas is not so fun right now.
I'm so ready for that construction to be done.
Yes. But it's well worth it because the metro line's going in.
It's going to look great after.
Yes. Yeah. So let's get back on topic.
Yeah. So what's next? So I want to sell my house.
And I'm going to just say I am buying another house. And so have you been pre-approved to purchase a house? Do you have the down payment to purchase another house?
I don't know. How much do I need for a down payment?
Well, that's a great question. You should probably talk to our preferred lender that we recommend before you go and sell your house. And then you're homeless because you don't qualify for a home loan. Because maybe even if you do have the down payment, because it comes out of the equity of the house that you're currently selling. And if you decide you're going to finance another property because you're not able to just pay cash for the next house, then you need to make sure that your credit's in order to be able to make that purchase. Right? No outstanding taxes. Disqualifies Miss Alvarez currently. She has outstanding taxes.
Same.
Right?
Yeah.
No issues with credit delinquencies and or any challenges on your credit that may need to be resolved. So it's a good idea to check with a lender before you even put your house on the market.
Yeah.
Just saying, right? You want to make sure that you're pre-approved, that you understand loan limits. What are loan limits?
Yeah.
Well, that's a buyer consultation. We'll tell you all about that. But you want to make sure you know what the next steps look like before you put your house on the market.
Right.
The cool thing was the other day, I got a call and he's like, "Oh, great. You can sell my house." Boom. Bring your for sale sign, put it in my front yard. I want to go on the market ASAP.
Wow.
I was like, awesome. We love clients like that.
Let's go.
Yeah. Right. Here's the story. It's a mountain house and I'm going to be going up to the mountains and it's snowing there currently today. And I only drive a convertible.
I was going to say, how are you getting there?
The sign's going to be in the back of the convertible with the top down. And I am going to be bundled up with the heater blaring.
Oh my gosh.
Because I'm bringing my sign.
Do you know how to put chains on your tires?
That's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
And to be clear, I do not. So anyways, moving on. Maybe you want to live by a snowy place. I do not. I drive a convertible. So you want to make sure you can do this. You want to make sure you can buy your next house, right?
Right.
Do you have any outstanding bills? Do you have anything that needs to get paid? Do you have maybe a bad cell phone bill from years ago that's attached to the house and I'm going to sell it? And maybe now I got to settle that debt, right?
Yikes.
Yeah. Those are
There could be a lot.
all things you want to take into consideration.
Yeah.
So then you tackle all of that, you knock that out. You're like, great, I've been pre-approved, Lori. My credit looks fantastic. My down payment is coming from the sale of my house. So when do you think I should sell my house, Lori? Great question. Right?
Yeah.
Now let's talk about that. Let's have the calendar conversation. What are you up to for the next 30, 60, 90 days?
I love that calendar conversation with everybody because it's like such an eye opener.
Yes.
Because no, you're not really thinking about it when you're just determined, like, I want to sell, I want to buy.
Yes.
Well, we got to look at the calendar and see what dates make sense for you in your life.
Yes, 100%. Because maybe you're having knee surgery, back surgery, hand surgery, finger surgery, Botox. I don't know. Maybe you're doing something that's going to impact your life, right?
Yeah, right.
So that impacts when the house can go on the market.
Yeah.
Right? For sure, for sure. Well, then the next natural question would be, well, is there a better market to sell my house in? And what are real estate markets?
Right.
I mean, I don't even know that I understand that.
Right.
So there's something called a buyer's market. Are we in a buyer's market, sister?
Unfortunately, no.
That was back in 2011 when we had 111 houses for sale in San Dimas, which explains the market we're in today in San Dimas with 19 houses for sale.
It's pretty
What
crazy.
market is that?
Like,
what market is that?
This is a seller's market.
It's a seller's market.
All day.
Yes.
Yep.
And then there's such a market is called a balanced market.
Yeah. That's an okay market.
Balanced market. Yep. We're not even near a balanced market. A balanced market is when houses stay on the market for about 6 months. For about, could you imagine a house being on the market for 6 months?
Like, right. No, not at all.
Yeah. About 6 months, give or take, right?
Yeah.
And you just have people that continue to look at it and look at it and look at it. We just had clients that we just closed on their house, and that was the market they were previously in, was almost a balanced market. And they were like, that was exhausting, Lori.
Yeah.
Please don't tell me I got to do that again. Oh, no, baby. Your house is going to be sold in the first weekend and it's going to sell for more than it was listed at. And the buyers are going to be like, will you get the heck out? I need to move in now.
Yeah. Yep.
Right. So then you're going to say, well, how quick, Lori, is the market moving right now? Well, in San Dimas, your house, when priced right, key words there.
Yes.
When priced right. Because buyers are smart. They have a general idea of what houses are worth.
Yeah. And as long as they have a good agent like us,
that's helping them.
That agent will explain to them the market value of the home.
Right. And how quick a house is moving.
Yeah.
How quick it is. Today, for example, if a house in San Dimas comes on the market, how quick do you need to get your buyer out there, sister?
Like that weekend.
Yeah. And then how soon do they need to have their offer in?
Sometimes Sunday, usually Monday, I say is an average deadline.
And about how many people are you competing against today?
I would say about 5 to 10.
Yes. And are the listing agents telling you about pricing?
You know, some do, some don't. Really just depends on, I think, the agent. Seller and the agent.
Yeah. And the seller has the right to release that information if they choose to.
Yeah.
I love when the old school dinosaur agent says, we can't give you that information.
Yeah.
No, your contract does allow you to, as long as your seller's in agreement as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So the market is moving that quickly. It really is. Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's one weekend on market in general. maybe a second weekend because we are in the fall and people are moving a little slower because of the weather.
Yeah. Well, and the time change too. I feel like a lot of people don't want to look at homes in the evening. It's dark. So it really leaves you just the weekend.
It works great with your cell phone flashlight. What's wrong?
I do actually carry a flashlight in my car for evening showings, but not all buyers want to go out in the evening.
That's right. That's right. So then the next normal question would be, so when is the best time for me to sell or buy a house? Well, again, it's going back to that calendar conversation.
Yeah.
Right? Sure, I can advise you seasonally about what the National Association of Realtors has told us. We have those stats. We'd be glad to give them to you, right? You can totally apply those stats. And then there's an overlay of a second calendar, like on Gmail, where there's the family calendar and the work calendar and the church calendar and the daycare calendar and the I want to date my husband calendar. Oh, no, you guys don't have that calendar. Well, I do. And there's the overlay of when should I sell my house? Well, it becomes what looks like happening in your real life.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you can apply. Like I love every January, we'll reach out to our top VIP clients, our home run hitters, our ones that have told us specifically, like Lori, I want to start investing in real estate, or I want to move, or I want to do this, or I want to do that. And then we sit down and we have a real life conversation with them. Like I had one that I met with last February. She signed the contract to sell her house for February with it going on the market in May, June.
Yeah.
So that she would hang out in her family's home for 30 to 60 days to hit the fall market so she could be in her house by Christmas.
Yep.
And not have to compete with nearly as many buyers.
Yeah.
And that happened exactly like we told her.
Like right on track.
Yes. She should have her keys next Friday.
Hopefully this Friday.
Maybe. They're working on it.
Fingers crossed.
There are other things that happen to be challenging.
Our real estate speed bumps.
Yes, that's what we call them. Our real estate speed bumps.
It's just a little speed bump.
We'll overcome it.
We're gonna get over it.
I go quickly over them.
Yes, you do.
So, right, that's when you say, when is the best time for me to do this?
Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid to call us and have that conversation so that we can help you in that calendar, right?
Right.
We're not going to tell you, do it right now. Like I just got off the phone with one of our buyers that was referred to us from another amazing Keller Williams agent out of state, right? And he's like, well, I got to go back and liquidate some funds and I got to do this, this, and this. Fantastic. So you should be ready to buy in June. And this is why June is a great time to buy a house, right? And so we went over everything to prepare him for it. Just makes it a lot easier than saying, okay, I'm going to go buy a house or I'm going to sell my house. Do it right now.
Yeah.
Whew, the results are not nearly as great as something that's organized and ready to get you exactly what you want.
Right.
So then the next natural question is, should I do any home improvements to sell my house? Well, you just helped prepare your brother's house for market. What do you think?
I think decluttering and really, really cleaning, like deep cleaning, like every little tiny little quarter inch of the house, every little space.
Yes.
Like decluttering and cleaning already makes like a huge improvement.
Yes.
Fresh coat of paint if you can.
Yes.
That really just that alone goes such a long way.
Yes. Because if you don't, what do buyers say?
The house is dirty and gross and it feels small because it's so cluttered and
they're just looking at all your stuff. All that
negative. It's hard for buyers to look past that stuff when you're looking at houses.
Yep. They're like always like, oh, I wonder what school his kids went to. Oh, I think I know them. Do you know them?
Yeah. Right.
Always.
Yeah, that does happen too. When you leave all your family photos up and stuff.
Yeah. Or this is even better. Remember when we sold the one in Chino? It was called the checkerboard floor house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When we sold that house, so we sold that house twice, which was super cool, right?
Yeah,
The
that was
clients
cool.
that bought it from us came back to us and asked us to sell it again.
Yeah.
And so the first time around when we sold the checkerboard house, that's what everyone just called it.
Yeah.
And then the second time we sold the checkerboard house, everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, I love that house."
Yeah.
And didn't even refer to the flooring.
Right.
Because the second seller staged it and enhanced the checkerboard flooring.
Yeah. And everybody loved it.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
So, should I do any home improvements to sell my house? Well, it's really up to you, right? It's one, you got to think about budget because do you have any money?
Right.
Do you know how many people out there don't have any money?
A lot.
Yeah. So guess what? Lori Alvarez and team does offer a concierge service for that. We do. We can help with that.
Yeah.
It's the beauty of our business because we are top producing real estate team. We have allocated a budget to help our clients with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You want more details on that? Just reach on out to us and we can tell you all about it. Right? Because you can put a house on the market without spending any money.
Right.
You really can.
Yeah.
Right? It's exactly what my sister just said. Declutter, 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 pack, 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 pack. Put it all away, throw it in the garage so no one can see it because we don't photograph your garage unless it's phenomenal, and no one's garage is phenomenal.
Right.
In general. Every once in a while, we have one client that their house will be coming on the market and they have a phenomenal garage. So we're making other arrangements for that and we will be photographing their garage. In general, we don't photograph garages. So guess what? Put all your stuff nice and organized in a garage, in the center of the garage,
or get a storage shed.
Storage, yes. Storage works fantastic.
And usually the first 30 days, a lot of them offer free first month.
Yep. And the most you probably needed is maybe 60 days.
Yeah.
Depending on what you decide you're going to do. Right?
Right.
So, do you need to do home improvements? We walk through each and every house and we make the recommendations.
Right.
We have a stager who meets with you and gives a professional staging recommendation. Why is that important? Because statistically, your house will sell for more money when it's staged to go. Because the reality is buyers can't really see, as my sister said, beyond your mess.
Yeah.
And if you've got like a weird area in the house, right?
Like what? It's hard for somebody to imagine. What do I do with that space?
Yeah. Like right now, if I were to put my house on the market, the fact that my home office and my SoulCycle bike are in the same space, and then a bunch of clutter because of all our printing needs.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's the podcast studio.
Right.
And it's, it goes on, it doubles. It's fantastic space.
Yeah.
Did you know we're going to be relocating to an office soon?
I know. You did mention that.
Yeah. We'll tell you more about that later. So the reality is, should I do home improvements to sell my house? Really depends.
Yeah.
Really depends. Each house is house by house, case by case, family by family, financial circumstance by financial circumstance.
Yeah.
Right? So each circumstance is different. Do you want to do home improvements? Hey, big home improvements, I'm going to say do them now. Enjoy them now.
Yeah.
Don't wait till you've lived in the house for 26 years and then you're like, oh, by the way, I'll put a new bathroom in and sell my house.
Yeah.
Do it a couple of years before you're going to sell it.
Totally. Enjoy your upgrades a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Keep them kind of neutral. You can customize your colors or whatever and then change it up.
Right.
I have this, British tan throughout my house because that was so cool 10 years ago when I painted it.
Yeah.
It's not hip today.
You have all the brown shades and that's kind of out now. So sorry.
Whatever. It's a good thing we're not selling anytime soon.
Right. And you love it. So that's all that matters.
That's right. I enjoy it. No one else will pay for it. And I enjoy it.
Yep.
Thanks for telling me I'm dated.
Sorry.
What the heck?
I love you.
So here's the deal. I think I want to sell my house. What's next? It's just the reality. Call Lori Alvarez and team. Text us, email us, reach out to us. We can help you walk that through with what's next steps, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. And then, of course, go over all the fees related to it. Because, yes, we're not free. And yes, our fees are reasonable. So don't be afraid of us.
Yeah.
Just call, text, or email.
Yeah.
Preferably call. I like telephone calls myself.
Yeah, me too.
We like to talk with you guys. Schedule an appointment. We will help you walk through it step by step, day by day, hour by hour, month by month. And even if it gets delayed, it gets delayed. It is part of life. We have sellers getting ready to go on market right away. And they're like so worried. Oh my gosh, I'm not going to be ready in time. And I'm like, calm.
Yeah.
It's going to happen just as it's supposed to.
Yes.
Even when our buyers are stressed, oh my gosh, I didn't get my house. Calm. It's going to happen.
It's going
to be just how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know why? Because we sit in faith.
Mm-hmm.
We know from experience, 15 years of experience in our personal belief and faith system, that you're going to get just the home sweet home you're supposed to have.
Definitely. 100%.
We always do.
I really, and this is probably maybe just me, I don't know. I literally can feel it when I walk into a home with our buyers.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just feel it like this is going to be the one. I know this is the one.
Yep. So now
I don't want to jinx myself now.
Now every one of your buyers is going to say, Amy,
I
is this
know,
it?
right? But I do. I really truly believe that about myself. Like I can feel it when we walk into that home. I just know.
Amy's a buyer whisperer.
I think I am. I'm going to start hashtagging that for myself.
Oh my gosh. You need to make that your TikTok page.
Right?
Buyer whisperer.
Totally.
Yes. Excellent. Oh yeah. We're on all of social media too. Like don't miss us. We enjoy that. We have fun with it.
Yes.
100%. Right.
You especially.
Yes. I like to. So my boys are like creating blooper videos of me.
Oh, that's going to be good.
Yeah. They're getting lots of views on those ones too. People only like to see when you goof up.
Well, people want to laugh.
Yeah, I get it. What the heck? Laugh at my expense. Jeez, I'm going to cry.
Oh, you laugh at yourself all the time. So get out of here.
I'm far from emotional.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Lori Alvarez, and we're ready to help your family make that move. So just reach out to us.